When Augusta Deter, Alzheimer's first patient, was admitted to Frankfurt Psychiatric Institution, she had already lost her sense of time. Alois Alzheimer was at the time an assistant physician at the psychiatric institution in Frankfurt. He followed her case closely and recorded all his conversations with her. It was clear to Alzheimer's that Augusta's perception of time was unlike any he had studied before. If you are new to this channel, my name is Lama. I was born a nerd and now I'm a science communicator. I create content about neuroscience and genetics. This episode is part of a series where I focus on Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is the most common type of dementia. Alzheimer's causes brain damage and can create a time-shifting effect. As a result, a person with Alzheimer's can experience a completely different reality than you and me. Before we jump to what Alzheimer's does to the brain, let's get to basics. How does the brain work? The brain is made of cells called neurons that are constantly firing in response to stimulation. When these neurons fire, they get activated and release chemicals called neurotransmitters, which act as messengers to send signals to neighboring neurons. Now, when neurons repeatedly communicate with each other, the connection between them becomes stronger and faster. This process of neuron connection is a building block of memory, and the density of this continuous interconnection helps you store learned skills and experiences. Scientists estimate that a single neuron may have as many as 15,000 synaptic connections with other neurons. Imagine these synapses as temporary bridges. They open whenever neurotransmitters need to pass to a connected neuron and close when there is no signal or stimuli. Neurons are unique in many ways to other cells in the body, but the most significant is their lifespan. Neurons have evolved to last a human's entire lifespan, meaning they can exceed more than 100 years. How is this possible? This is because neurons can maintain and repair themselves. In a healthy person, neuron connection is expected to be very fluid and flexible. Neurons can end relationships with other neurons and initiate new relationships with a different group. Impulsive, yes, but totally natural. This impulsivity is called remodeling. Just like the firing of neurons, this remodeling process is important for learning and memory. So, how does Alzheimer's disease affect the brain? Alzheimer's disease progressively damages the neurons and interferes with their ability to communicate with each other. This typically affects parts of the brain involved in memory, like the hippocampus, and later progresses to areas in the cerebral cortex responsible for language, perception, reasoning, and learned social behavior. So far, we know that time is irreversible, but mental time travel is real. We can mentally travel back to stored memories in our brains and extract them. When a healthy person mentally rewinds to memories due to internal or external stimuli, they do this in a relative instant. Learning and recalling memories and automatically reacting to stimuli is linked to the brain's neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the neuron's ability to respond and change. The neuroplasticity of people with Alzheimer's is decreased over the progression of the disease. As Alzheimer's disease damages brain areas like the hippocampus, the reduced neuroplasticity affects special neurons called the time cell. These cells help us remember the timing and connection for an order of events. When these cells are damaged, bringing back memories and making decisions based on past experiences become harder, and it may feel like you are stuck in time. People with Alzheimer's not only struggle with extracting memories and traveling back to past experiences, but they also lose track of time. Minutes can seem like hours, and hours can feel like minutes. I hope this episode helped you better understand Alzheimer's effect on time perception. There is still more to say about this disease, so join me in the next episode of this series to explore more about Alzheimer's. If you like this video and want to learn more about Alzheimer's disease, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification button to get notified when I post new videos.